Ladies and gentlemen, I've been at this business for 25 years, and in the last 25, I've created 15 companies. I've sold 11. 8 of those are now in production, and 2 of them are under construction. I've got one today that I will tell you categorically will either be in production or be bought out in the next 2 years. I hope I got your attention. We already have a high-grade resource in northern Manitoba, and we've been drilling it aggressively for the last 5 years. I currently have just shy of 400,000 ounces at 5.5 grams. We own this project outright. Alamos Gold is building a 10,000 ton a day processing plant just on the northern edge of our property. I sold that project to them in 2016. And they're looking at seeing that one in production in late 27, early 28. Now we also have the price of gold. So literally we've got 3 things. We've got a high-grade gold deposit. We've got an infrastructure and a plant being built right on our front doorstep. And the price of gold is through the roof. The economics on this are absolutely remarkable. It's quite intriguing that we have a situation where I have potential production and combined with an unprecedented gold price. The last 43-101 I did in 2021 was done at $1,650. I don't need to mention that the next one we do, which will probably be in about 3 months, will be done at a much higher price. Alamos is starting. They've got a 500-man camp that's built. They've laid the platform for their process plant. They're building out their tailings pond. And as I say, I sold that project to them in 2016 for $140 million, so I know it well, and I know the people at Alamos. As another comparison, Canadian Gold got bought out by McEwen Mining for about $140 million. About 2 weeks ago, it was closed. That is their project is a little smaller than ours. It has no infrastructure. And they basically paid about $450 per ounce in the ground. I currently trade at around $19 per ounce in the ground. So on a relative basis, we're very inexpensive. I recapitalized the company. I did a rollback. I'm completely debt-free, and I have $2 million in the till, and we are drilling as I speak. High-grade gold resource, this was the one done in 2021. It was done at a 1.8 gram cutoff. I suspect that with a much higher gold price, that cutoff will go down. Regardless, we are drilling in this and we are hitting. I'll get into some of the long sections on this in a minute. We do continue to drill down plunge and in the south direction of the project. And like I said, we're literally like 10 kilometers south of where Alamos is building 2 open pits. And we're about 20 kilometers south of where their mill is being built. It's a safe and friendly jurisdiction. We have signed numerous impact benefit agreements with the local First Nations. We're on a constant discussion basis with them. Just as an example, we sent Christmas hampers to every family in the Lynn Lake area, turkeys, hams, and everything else. We're in good shape on our First Nations basis. Management experience and expertise in the camp. I've been operating in the Lynn Lake area along with my team since 2006. So I know the area well, I know the geology. Like I said before, my background is I do like how Michael said that a lot of the people that do these companies are geologists, that they also need a finance guy. I do have a geology degree, which I'm very proud of, but I also have a finance degree and a CFA. In the last 25 years, I've created 15 companies. I've sold 11. 8 of those are now in production, and 2 of them are under construction. This is the map of the area. you can see the two red lines are the shear zones that run through the Lynn Lake area. I think there were something like 29 gold occurrences on that. I assembled that land package back in 2006 and 2007, and 10 years later I sold it to Alamos. I held on to the one property at the southern end of it, which is called the Last Hope. I love that name. And it's an extremely good project. We've drilled 186 holes into it, and we've never missed. Every hole we've drilled, we hit the zone. We'll continue to drill at depth, and particularly along the south edge of it, and it just continues to go. The geophysics on it, the IP shows that we have at least another 3 kilometers to drill on it. This is our land package. These are all the claims. We own 100% of this, I should mention that. There was a final lease payment that I made about 2 weeks ago, and we own 100% of this. But the project right there, you can see, is about 15 kilometers long, and we've outlined about 1 kilometer in strike length, and it continues to go for another 3.5 kilometers to the south. That's the resource that was done in 2021. Like I said, it was done at a cutoff of 1.8 grams. I just want to make sure that that's mentioned, but I suspect that the next next time we do it, with the gold price having more than doubled from where it was when we did this, we'll add more, if you want to call them desktop ounces, but also the cutoff will go down as well, I'm sure. Lynn Lake is a Precambrian lode gold zone, and it's classic sort of a lode gold style project, and there's a number of gold projects in the area, so it's a known gold area, and the current project is roughly 3.5 to 5 meters in width. It hangs like a shower curtain in the ground, and it's open along strike to the southeast and at depth. There's the long section and what we're doing. You can see the various grades in the project, and it's open at the south end and at depth. We've had a couple of real zingers, although it generally runs between 2 and 10 grams and roughly about 5 meters in width. As mentioned, 184 drill holes. We've never missed on a drill hole. When we drill it, we hit it. Those are our holes from 2021. You can see there that there was basically a 20 gram over 16 meters. It wasn't like we had 4,000 grams across 1 foot. It was solidly mineralized throughout the entire 16 meters. So there are some high grade, but you can see what generally, lots of 7 meters, 5 meters. So it's a solid zone. Basically the same thing. I'm just showing the zone, and you can see when you're looking to it off to the right is where the zone continues. What's outlined there is about 1 kilometer, and like I said, the geophysics indicates we've got another 3 kilometers to go. And we are aggressively drilling this year. The rig is turning as we speak. We'll be coming up with drill results probably every 6 months, and expect good results going forward. I should also mention that I'm going to apply for a special exploration permit with the province of Manitoba, which allows me to take a 10,000-ton bulk sample without really doing any environmental studies. Now, ultimately, I will have to, but I'm going to look at potentially putting down a ramp and taking out 10,000 tons, probably in early 2027. I've got to mention Alamos proximity. We sold this project to Alamos in 2016, and they're gearing up to have a 250,000 ounce project, 10,000 ton a day. And ours would be a very good add-on to theirs. We have 4 times the grade that they do, so they're going to be very interested in us. Infrastructure, town of Lynn Lake, it's got all the aspects of a good mining town. It's literally 20 kilometers. And I mentioned we've got a good relationship with Marcel Colombe, the local First Nation. These are the board and management. some of the equipment we use. That's our capital structure. You can look at that. It's on our website. And that's my background, if you wondered how I did 15 companies and sold 11 of them. And that's it. Thank you very much.